Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur podcast, Man United podcast meets Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast, where we discuss all things Manchester United and all things Tottenham Hotspur as well. A lot going on with Spurs. A lot going on with Spurs. Ange versus Ange is a weekly occurrence. It's a weekly occurrence. It's a match day by match day conversation. Pre-match, during the match, and post-match as well. Spurs terrible. I watched the game. Spurs terrible in their 1-1 draw versus Rangers. As for Manchester United, comeback win versus Viktoria Plzen in the same competition, which actually that draw helped Manchester United leapfrog Spurs and Rangers. So you know what? Shout out to Spurs and Rangers for doing what needed to be done to allow United to climb above them in the Europa League table. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Shout out to everyone who joined over from the raid as well. Make sure you run up the likes on the video, though. Run up the likes on the video. Hit that like button. Only at 13 likes here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. So hit the like button. Share across all the socials as well. I'm going to follow suit and do the same. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV, and hit the notification bell as well. So let me bring the Spurs representatives into the building as well. Jacob is in the cut. De Niro's in the cut. What you man telling me, man? What's good? What's good?
Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. How are we all doing?
I'm good, man. What are you telling me, Jacob? You blessed?
Oh, too blessed, too stressed. I would say too blessed to be stressed, but you know what? I support Tottenham Hotspur.
Best. De Niro, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
Yeah, bro. Come on, man. I don't know if man's been here since the Chelsea game. I haven't, innit?
No, I don't. Wait, have you?
No, we haven't. We haven't.
Oh, yeah, because the Chelsea game was the Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Chelsea would have been the Sunday and then Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, we got hella to discuss. Yeah,
It's dark out here, man. It's dark out here. So.
It's dark out here.
Yeah, I'm charging my light battery as we speak because it's about to get darker.
You know what? We'll start there since you mentioned it, De Niro. The Chelsea game, 4-3 loss to Chelsea at home. Talk to us, thoughts.
Bro, yeah, it's dark, man. That, bro, I thought, listen, I can't lie, man. I sipped the Kool-Aid when we were winning 2-0, but then I had to come to my senses, bro. I said, you know what? When Solanke missed that little tap in, I said, yeah, bro, these men are gonna come back, bro. And one of the main shouts I just want to do straight away, bro. I'm just gonna start this straight off, bro. Basuma, I did this on Mud Brothers the other day. Basuma, you're an absolute wallad. I just want to say you're a wallad, you're an absolute skunk, bro. I don't know what the flip was going through your mind. What sort of flipping... Bro, I don't understand how... You see Caicedo running away from goal, by the way. Not to goal, away from goal. You just decide, yeah, I'm just going to put in a little slide tackle for the Bants. You know what I'm saying? And then, bro, you just go slide, man. Bro, you didn't even get nowhere near the ball. Bro, you're absolute wallad, bro. Like, I can't lie, bro. Forget even the Saar one, bro. It's the Basuma one that really paid, man, the most. Then on top of that, bro, as soon as I saw Enzo Fernandez score that goal, bro, man turned the TV off straight away, bro. Man didn't even watch the rest of the game after that, bro.
Right, you turned it off after
the
Basuma one.
No, 100%. No. You see, when Enzo scored that goal, bro, man turned the game off from that point, bro. Man did not waste no more time. Man didn't want to waste time on my life, bro, watching these guys do what they do best. So, bro, man said, you know what? Let me save myself the stress, because last time, bro, Spurs did this to man, bro. Man broke my laptop, bro. So, man thought, you know what? Let me just calm down. Man's gonna go upstairs, watch a little Netflix. You know what I'm saying, bro? Call a little shorty. You know what I'm saying? Have a little conversation with her. You get me, bro? So, bro. Nah, it's dark out here, bro. It's dark out here, man.
I said, I seen Enzo score that goal. I was like, that's it. It's a wrap. You know what? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Jacob, what you're saying? Because I actually forgot this is the first time we've spoken since that game. So your thoughts on that game in particular?
I'll tell you what. You know, in Austin Powers, when dude lost his mojo, I feel like I've lost my mojo and I'm trying to get it back, baby. And they ain't gonna help me. They ain't gonna let me. So I gotta fight Dr. Evil, aka Levy, myself. I must take him down. We must take him down. It's really our only hope, and it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I have a little hope for the going forward. But you know, I thought for the 13 minutes while Cuti Romero was out there, we looked fantastic versus Chelsea. capitalizing on their mistakes, which is something we typically don't do. When other teams make mistakes in their half, we sometimes bobble it and fumble it around. For me, it was just very disappointing. It felt like a punch right in the gut. Because I was talking about this yesterday on my channel, and I hate when we do what everyone says we're going to do, because we are a joke. We've been a joke, and people making jokes at our expense, it's like, I'm fine with it. But there's...
Stop. So wait. Man says, I hate when we do exactly what everyone says we're going to do.
Yes.
We go on to do it. Sorry, you lot do. I like Spurs, genuinely. I got no issue with you lot, but that is facts. Go on, sorry.
It drives me crazy, because, it's like when someone says you're fat and lazy, you want to prove you're not fat and lazy. When someone says you ain't good at this, you're like, well, damn it, I'm about to get good at it, and I'm going to school you at it. So that's at least my mentality. So going into Chelsea, every single Chelsea fan, there was not one Chelsea fan you could ask that had a doubt in their mind they were going to our house and claiming 3 points. Not one with a single inkling of a doubt, with a 1%, a minute chance. They were all like, yeah, maybe, if fucking pigs can fly. And for me, I've always been very aligned with flying pigs for some reason, because they do what they're not supposed to. They said they couldn't, but they did it anyway. But you know what? We're not a flying pig. We're just a fucking pig.
First. So
you want more? I got more. I keep.
Yeah, I want your further, because I know you've got more thoughts on the game. So further thoughts on it. I know.
I know
it wasn't as
time and time again.
Hero's thoughts on it. Go on.
Time and time again, we just always continually do what people think we're gonna do, which is capitulate, which is drop points, which is be a joke, and I hate it. It's like, to a certain degree, it's like, yeah, you can make fun of my friend because he walks funny and he's fat or whatever, but only I can. You're not allowed to. So when people make fun of Tottenham, it's like, no, hell no. So I find creative reasons to rebuttal, to banter, to talk my shit, because for me, representing my club is like, there's a lot of pride that goes into it. So I don't like being the butt of the joke, the pie on my fucking face. But here I am again, licking the that's what is that, meringue, lemon meringue this time? Very nice pie in my face this time, and it sucks because Ange Postecoglou is like, hey, I'm gonna try and make y'all not a joke, but guess what? Joke's on him, because now we've made him a joke, because you hang out with a joke long enough, guess what? You now become a part of it, and it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. What's really, really strange to me and baffles me and really just threw me to where I am. Yesterday, I just said, I'm not Ange out. You can't say that I'm Ange out. I'm Ange in. But if you ask me about how I feel about anything, I'm just I play a clip on my channel that says, what's up, dude? It's just these two guys, what's up, dude? That's how I feel right now. I don't have direction. I thought I did. I don't feel like the fans are going to be patient enough. Now, I feel there's a little 1-2% light of hope that I feel inside, because by now, Levy would have sacked the manager in the previous years. But I think, like I've said, there's been a little bit more patience from Levy's, allegedly more patient. The PR fan forum thing that they did, the brown envelopes all said that Levy seems to be more patient with the manager this time around. He seems to be more reluctant to really pull the trigger and fire a manager, because A, it would mean that he failed at what he's doing, and B, it would mean that, here we are again. The same fucking beach,
Warrior Jake,
scared of the water.
Drop Ange's comments on Timo Werner in the comment section, please. Please do that and continue to run up.
Oh yeah, he cooked him. He cooked him. But why did it take this long? This is thank you for bringing that, because that's the thing that I said that really threw me for a loop. I'm like, bro, I don't even know where I'm at anymore, because you, like, a little bit ago you said you're not going to publicly slate players no matter how shit they are, and then you saw shitty shit and Timo, a German Scheisse film.
Everyone has their limits. That's what that is, Jacob. He's seen Werner one too many times, man. That's what it was. He was like, right, enough's enough. I knew I wasn't going to say it.
But to me, what he did yesterday is what he's done every fucking time I see 16 running around, which is donkey bullshit.
Ironic, man. He's 16 and he makes 16 out of 10 decisions. Sorry, go on, carry on as you were.
It's like he's Ryan's player. Ryan probably says give Timo time.
Let me even just jump in
God in the room.
quickly. Let me
Of
just
course,
jump
Yes,
in.
please do, because
Look,
I'll who knows where I'll go.
look, all these Ange outers, bro. Yeah, all you Ange outers. Yeah, let me chat to you quickly, bro. So
Floor's yours, fam.
let's just jump back to this Chelsea game, bro. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now you man are screaming Ange out, Ange this, bro. You see, we capitalize on those two of the first two mistakes that they made. Yeah. Now, when you look at that game, go and look at that game and look at how we capitulated the game. Go scream Ange out based on that. I dare you. Because that was nothing to do with the manager, bro. I can tell you that now, bro. The manager had to deal with what was at hand. And for me personally, he dealt with what was at hand. So anybody that's screaming Ange out for that game, bro, you're silly, bro. Like, you're absolutely silly, bro. Like, for me personally, the way that he went into the game, great. Yeah, of course, you could say, okay, the Romero starting with Romero and Van der Ven was a risk, but bro, he wants to get a win. That's what he did. So he took the risk. And I don't mind the manager. See me, I don't mind a manager that takes risks. That's what I've been asking for. And he tried to take the risk. Obviously, the risk didn't pay off, but I don't blame him for that because when you're 2-0 up, no matter how the team changes, to me personally, you should be able to see out that game. Everybody's going to scream high line, but the high line had nothing to do with the goals that they scored, bro. Go on, I dare man scream high line, bro. Tell me where the high line was in any of them goals, bro. High line had nothing to do with those any of the goals. The first Sancho goal, bro, Romero, sorry, not Romero, Pedro Porro, bro, is just doing little dancing like heel taps and that. Watching Sancho cut in and shoot. Same for Dragerson, same thing. Bro, no one wanted to come out to him. Bro, press the guy. On the other side, you could see on the other side of Dogie, that's the one guy I'll say, bro, he didn't give Pedro Neto an ounce, bro. He didn't give him an ounce, bro. Pedro Neto did nothing in that game. Doggy handled him for me personally, bro. So when I'm looking at that goal that Sancho, it was preventable. It was preventable. The same with the penalty. It's preventable, bro. You understand? Both penalties preventable, bro. It doesn't need to happen.
Terrible decisions.
This is it.
From Basuma and Sa. I don't know what their man was on.
This is it.
So Cole Palmer was running to the damn corner flag. Just let him get out of the box and then hit him. I don't give a shit.
Do you get it? And the other point I'll give is this. The same Cole Palmer that they were screaming about, that bro, for most of that game until that first penalty that was given away, that's when he became alive, bro. Before that, bro, man didn't see him before then. This is what I'm saying, bro. So man can't tell me the manager came in and he didn't come with the correct plan. He came with the correct plan. This is the one time I'll even say that he did. Man can't tell me Ange out, bro. Man, play individual player mistakes, and where does that come from? Like Jacob saying, for me personally, bro, the club itself is just in an absolute mess, bro. Why does this always happen, bro? There's a curse that Levy slapped on here. I don't know what he slapped on, but he must have slapped some type of curse, bro. Because brother, for as long as this brother's here, bro, man ain't gonna win nothing, bro. I feel like it's in his plan. We're not gonna win nothing, bro.
As much as I wanted to be a curse, and I love, I personally love getting my tinfoil hat on and finding any conspiracy reasons, i.e. Ryan Mason, that motherfucker just waiting in line. But I don't think it's a curse. I think he's just created a culture of comfortability. You look at Eric Dyer, you look at Ben Davies, you look at Son, you look at Kane. They got to a point where they're like, hey, I play for a big club. We have a very nice training facility. I can put my feet up. And even Kane said it when he went to Bayern. I'm here, and if you don't win, they're on your neck. Whereas we could lose a game, and everyone's fine at the office. Whereas the fans, the board, the managers, the damn walls at Bayern Munich scream at you when you draw or lose. But at Tottenham, they say, hey, it's okay, buddy. Yeah, you need a teddy bear with the Tottenham logo on it, make you feel better. We got a few of those. My daughter has one. No, but legit, my daughter does have one, and I cry into it more than she does.
I didn't doubt you for a second. Jacob. And here's what Postecoglou said on Werner. Timo Werner wasn't playing anywhere near the levels he can. It's not acceptable to me. I told him that. He's a senior international. In the moment, I need everyone to at least be going out there and giving their best they can. Damn. I said he wasn't playing anywhere near the levels he can. See, that's where you're wrong. At least he tried to, sugarcoat it.
Bro, Fraser Forster is not a good passer of the ball, but he was goddamn Ederson yesterday. Drops a peach into the bread basket of Timo. do the one thing they said you could do. Run. And he does, but he kicked the ball out of bounds. Dude, the closest guy to him was fucking 10 yards away. There was no pressure. It was just you, the ball, and grass. Now do what you've done since you were a little fucking kid. And that's what's so weird for me. Is like, you've been playing this sport your whole life, and for some reason, at Rangers away, at every match you've ever played for Tottenham, you look like this. How the fuck do you look like that when you've been playing football your whole life?
That's him.
Timo
That's just
Werner.
him. He's just Werner for you. We watched him play. We watched him play before. We know what you getting.
But I liked him at Leipzig. He was good at Leipzig. Before Chelsea bought him. I thought he was good.
You watched it, and then you watched him at Chelsea. And you thought
He
was
would put like 24, 25 goals. Yeah, well, then I saw him in the Premier League. I was like, clearly that's just not translating well to Bundesliga to, maybe those schnitzel lederhosen wearing motherfuckers are easier to run past than the tea drinkers. I don't know.
He's just not good. Like, that's it. Like, that's why I didn't understand why not only did you loan him
He's
once.
just a sprinter. He's just a sprinter.
He's a runner, he's a track star. That's what he is. That's why I don't get why you want to.
Bro listens to Taylor Swift on the game day. I don't mean to judge anyone for their music taste now, but bro, how the fuck do you get hyped up to like sorry next or say hello to my boyfriend or some weird teeny bop shit?
Maybe that's his.
Well, he needs new music because whatever's hyping him up is making him a piece of shit. And not like as a human. I'm sure as a human he's a lovely chap who'd cook you the best brought verse.
Hey, bro,
on this side
listen, man.
of the Austrian Canal.
Hey, sorry, bro. Man, hey, listen, as a human, he can be anything. Man doesn't give a toss, bro. I don't give a toss, bro. He can, bro. That guy is dead, bro. Man should cut from man's club straight away, bro. If I see man, I'll uppercut man, bro. I'll airlift man's jaw ASAP, bro. I don't give a toss, bro. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that nonsense, bro. But hey, listen, look, put it like this, bro. Y'all, how can a man look, bro? Don't get bro. I'm gonna listen. Look, how can a man, bro? A man's 5 yards out. I'll never forget this, bro. I think it was against Newcastle, bro. I just said, bro, how can a man not know how to finish like this, bro? Put that in front of a little nursery youth. Bro, just put him in front of the goal 5 yards. It will bounce off of him. It will go in the net. But when it's Timo Werner, no, bro. It just can't, bro. I don't understand, bro. Like, man just panic when they get in front of goal. I don't understand what it is. Like, the guy just gets me angry. And then when I was arguing about it, man was saying to me, yeah, you can't get angry about a player that's dead. Yes, I can, bro. Because, bro, I'm looking at myself here in my room. I'm saying, blood, if my man's there, why are me and Jacob and Flawless not there, bro? We should be there. Man say, it takes this much to be a professional footballer, but man like him can't even finish his dinner. 5 yards, 2 yards out of the goal. Bro, when he even scores, bro, it's rebounds, boy. This is not basketball, bro. Man are scoring rebounds, bro. It's not even full finishes, bro. Man are scoring rebounds, bro. I'm not, bro, man's not.
I said he just out there grabbing offensive boards.
This is it. This is it, bro. So when I'm looking at my man, I'm thinking, Ange, I hear what you're saying, but man's been knowing this, but I said this to Arsenal fans, and I'll say this to even now to myself, is this. Where do you learn the carbon footprint? The copy. Why do we have to copy? You've seen what happened to Arsenal when they buy Chelsea's dead weight, bro. They've been doing this, and then you think, we're gonna go do the same thing and go and get Timo Werner. I think things are gonna change, bro. Bro, the guy from the way man's second name is Werner, bro. That says a lot enough in itself, bro. I don't give a toss what man says, bro. Bro, so from there. Man already knew when we signed this player, we've signed him now. And the man decided again to now put man on another loan. I almost punched my screen, bro.
Yeah,
to put man on another loan. Bro, man didn't even do nothing in the first season, bro, to be putting man on another loan, bro. What's this, bro? Like, I don't understand. Man, I got
what Ange said yesterday. I saw it last year. We all were saying it last year. It's like, why did it take this long for you to realize he smelled like shit?
Brother, hey,
man said he did not into the first
bro.
loan,
2 loans, bro, and man know, and the reason why they made it loans is because he's dead, and that's why you don't want to even, because man will outrage, bro. So man are trying to put man on another loan.
You know we got his wages down. Not his wages, but the wage structure, the way we were paying. Know, because we restructured the buyback clause, or the buy option. We restructured the wage structure. So like it was a typical Tottenham Tottenham Hotspur, Enoch, Daniel Levy. Oh, we could get that guy who started for us a few games last year, but on cheaper wages and even a less than 50% release clause. Fantastic. I said it yesterday that for me, Ange publicly having a slash at Timo now after all this time, to me, is what's saying his seat's starting to get fucking hot. And you go out there and we don't perform versus Southampton, I don't give a damn what they said at no PR forum. Ange Postecoglou is going to be looking at the guillotine at any like Southampton. They've ruined Pochettino. They ruined who else? Was it Jose Mourinho was trying to rotate for Southampton? Conte, the explosive rant was versus Southampton. And guess who we play now? Fucking Southampton. What is it about these motherfuckers that is just like the end of the book on our managers? I don't know. But I pray. I have no hope, bro. I just have prayers. Just the Lord, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, please protect me.
And it seems that genuine because you've mentioned it, Jacob, and Dadero's mentioned it. I've heard Jez mention it. Expressions mentioned it. I've heard other Spurs fans mention it in regards to it's not just the manager thing. Yes, Ange can do better things. He should be performing better. Yes, he's making the mistakes, but it's not just getting rid of Ange and bringing in a manager and it's all solved. So where do you look like? Is there even like a short-term fix for this? In your opinions,
you're gonna get Ryan Mason, and I hope everybody's happy.
You think Ryan Ange's Mason? Gone? You think Ange's gone soon?
I think we don't, bro. If you don't, I think even a draw versus Southampton, and it could happen. I think a loss versus Southampton, I'm about 80% sure it happens. I'm about 50-50 if we draw. If we win, I think we're going back down to the 20s and 30%, and that's just my personal estimation of the waters, because it's like typically when a manager, you know, and I see Rob Frank, you know, he said he was publicly not going to criticize players, then he fucking does. And it's just, you can add it to the list of things that he says that, you know, a week, 2 weeks, a month later, he says something a little bit different. To me, it seems like he's a man under a lot of pressure, scrutiny, and he's fucking stressed. The press conference today, he seemed like he was fucking, he was pressed. They were pressing him about the Timo. He's like, I'm not going to, he doubled down. He said, I ain't holding his hand. I like that personally. Shout out Ange for today's press conference, because it gave me a little bit of juice back. Like, yeah. I'm not here to babysit a man's ego. I'm here to win football games. We're not doing that. He was a part of us not doing that. Therefore, he's culpable. And, you know, the news that's coming out today as well is a lot of senior players, all the senior players, a lot of them are feeling the pressure that Ange is applying to Timo as well, because Son, Brennan, Dominic, you name everybody on that pitch that ain't named Fraser Forster, they should all be under pressure. They should all feel like Timo Werner does today, in my opinion. And I'm sure Ange feels that pressure too, because again, like people have always said, oh, I'm a Ange cultist, I'm a happy cloud, whatever adjectives they want to give me, I don't care, because you can't talk shit as good as me. So if you could, here's the link and please join me. But you won't. And they'll say all these things, but yet, you know, I always criticize the substitutions, the timing of subs, these players, like Son. I'm wearing my Son shirt. Yeah, that's my favorite player. He's our best player. But when he can't beat a goddamn Rangers fullback one-on-one with a fucking ball at his feet, there is a problem.
You echo that, De Niro, in regards to Son.
Bro, I'm just gonna say that's what I'm gonna say, bro. Because if I start talking, bro, I'm gonna get angry, bro. So I just have to laugh. I have to laugh the pain.
Join me. Bro, I'm already in the pool, De Niro.
And that's very unlike you, Jacob, because you're obviously you'll get angry and like upset at your team, but then normally you're like, all right, there's
yeah, but if you have a little fucking woodpecker just. It doesn't hurt once or twice, right? But that little fucker just nicking all day. You little bastard. I'm going to take Woody the woodpecker. I'm going to snap that little fucker's neck and eat him.
Damn.
Little chicken tender.
You know woodpeckers, people. Just to clarify.
No, fuck the woodpeckers. Fuck stingrays. Fuck woodpeckers and seagulls.
And continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, people. We're only at 31 likes, man. Get us up to 50 likes, you lot. And make sure you subscribe to United Spurs of America. Everyone that's watching on there as well, hit the like button, subscribe. This is just giving you an inkling into what the show is like to head over here on a weekly basis, because you'll catch Jacob and De Niro over here, Jez as well.
Just for clarity, Flawless, I want to throw out there, I don't think Son is done. I know a lot of people say he's done, he's washed, he's this. I think he's simply little cooked. I think he's playing like a guy who hasn't stopped playing football for 12 months plus. With last year, the international break, and then the summer, and then he comes back, and it's just like the only rest he had was when he got injured, but he's coming back from injury. So it's like, to me, I don't think he's done. I have faith in my favorite player. And I will hold on. If it's delusional, if it's whatever anyone want to call it, I really don't care, because I love Heung-min Son. And the Son has given me things that this club has failed to give me, which is fucking at least a happy moment or two or five, or him and Kane. We didn't win shit, but goddamn it felt good to see him holding a little boot that was golden, and it said, "Hey, you did good today, son." And I like that. And I miss it, and I wish it would return.
Fairs. No, that's fair. Do you know what? That's fair enough. And I think that pretty much concludes the thoughts on the Chelsea game. But we'll go to you, De Niro, the Rangers game yesterday. One apiece. Thoughts on that?
Boom. Pam. Oh,
Yo, I just said, bro. It's cool, but get it off your chest, De Niro.
You could have asked him about any of those results. You could have asked him about Bournemouth. It would have been the same fucking side.
You'll feel bad after getting it off your chest, De Niro.
Bro, all I can put it like this, bro. Any game that man go into, when I see teams like, look, I'm not even trying to downplay, because Rangers' history is good. I'm not gonna lie, they've got a good history, but in the Rangers from before to the Rangers now is not the same. You understand? So when I see these names of Rangers, when I see these names of
They
Bournemouth,
rotated 6 or 7 starters, by the way.
bro, this is what I'm saying. When I see these names of Rangers, when I see these names of, not to say they're the same type of team, but what I'm saying is that I just see names of clubs that at this moment, I just believe we should be beaten. But the clubs that I believe we should be beaten are the clubs that I'm the most scared of, bro, because it seems that when we're playing against these type of clubs, we're having a tough time. Bro, Rangers were bopping, man, bro. Like, this is like, bro, I don't understand. Like, bro, I literally, because I missed a few minutes of the game, like a few, like I think it was like 20 minutes of the first. I come back, bro. They're just bopping, man, bro. I've turned on the TV. They're bopping, man. We're making man look like prime Barca. It was the same before, bro. When we put every team, even Crystal Palace that we went and lost to, we did the same thing, bro. We made them man look like they could pass like Pep just taught them, bro. And this is the thing, bro. I don't understand I understand that we don't win nothing. I've come to the conclusion that's all good. I understand. But that doesn't take away from the fact that how do we just get to the point? Like, it's unexplainable, bro. I just don't know what to say, bro. Could you say, like, look, at the end of the day, we say the players. Then we say the manager. Then we say Levy, but Levy's not the one that's on the pitch, bro. You get me? So it's like you don't even know where to go. Like,
I agree 100%. It's not Levy who can't string together 3 passes. It's not Ange who can't string together 3 passes. I'm sure neither one of them said, hey, going into today's match, when Crystal Palace, Ipswich, or hell, even, like Brighton, Rangers, Carabag, I mean, they were giving us a fucking game before we started scoring. There's every team that we've played, there's moments where I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah. And it's like, how many fucking random dudes do I have to Google? Who the fuck is this guy? And is he good? Oh, he's a 32-year-old Croatian from fucking who plays in Azerbaijan, who's currently bodying us. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Let me just put 4. We beat Man City. We beat Man City, bro. And we've come and drawn to Rangers. Hey, look. All you can do is laugh, bro, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So you have to just laugh because, bro, at the end of the day, I don't understand how these results happen. And the thing is, it's nothing new, bro. It's nothing new. This is something that's been happening, bro. Like, when I say it's nothing new, it's just that Spurs fans are soft, bro. Soft, not soft, bro. They don't know they're soft, bro. You don't understand what I'm saying? They're soft. You get me, bro? So with them man there, they don't know how to. There's not a lot of Jacobs out there. You understand? There's not a lot of Jacobs. There's not a lot of Savas. There's not a lot of expressions. There's not a lot of Jezzes, and there's Gara not a lot of them Dineros, bro. Man will tell you. You get me, bro. So with that being said, where everybody's obviously saying, "Oh, Spurs fans need to do more." Brother, go. I'll reiterate this for you lot again. Go look at that Enoch out campaign that happened, bro. Just go back. Just see, it was on Sky Sports News, bro. Go look at who turned up to there. But then the same ones will turn up to this Rangers game and then start complaining, saying Ange this, Ange that. But when it really mattered to turn up somewhere, you didn't do it. But then now, when we're drawing these type of games against Rangers, which we shouldn't be drawing, I expect to win, bro. Minimum. Man want to talk about Ange this, Ange that, but that's not doing nothing, bro. Because bro, you're going to the games and complaining, but you don't want to go to the pit to the training ground and complain. And man can say that, oh yeah, you man don't do that, but bro, we're on a platform complaining. That's still doing something more than what you're doing, bro.
True.
Man are going to games, wait until the game day and complaining, and then the week goes, you don't complain again, bro. If we get a win, you'll be happy and start screaming, yeah, what a win. Spurs are doing this and that. And this is the problem I have, bro, with man's fan base. We're just soft. That's it, bro. We don't have no true troops in this fan base, bro. Them man there that can really put a voice to the point where it's going filtering through the changing rooms and that. We don't have that. That's one thing I can say. United even have it. They got yourselves. They got you, Flawless, bro. They got rants. You understand? They got people like that can filter the voice through. We ain't got that, bro. Yeah, bro.
Am I a prick? No, I ain't standing for this shit, man. I'm not standing for this shit, bro.
Am I a prick?
Bro.
You know who got Saeed into that mode? That was Tottenham. He's like, Tottenham fans are bantering me. Tottenham, am I a prick?
Bro.
Yo,
I use that clip at least once a stream, yeah.
Bro, we need that, bro. We need that, bro, because at the end of the day, man, I think we're gonna make these waves because each channel that is on here, bro, just wait to everybody in the chat. You're gonna see all these channels will touch a milli one day by God's grace, trust me. But bro, that's gonna be the one that's gonna filter because it's looking like that's the only way we're gonna get through to them, bro. Because right now, bro, I'm just looking at that. When I actually look at the context, you know, I'm gonna be real here. When I look at the context, I was understanding some of the Ange outers, but you know what, bro? Bro, all of you, bro, ban all of you, man. I actually clocked it, bro. I ban all of you, man. I ban all of you, man. Obviously, big up Sava. I know Sava's Ange out, but bro, I can't lie. Even you, bro, I can't lie. You're my guy, but man's gonna have to say that to you as well because I know you're Ange out as well. But bro, the reason why I say that is because Ange, for me, brought a style of play, and I'm not even a style of play man. I've even said I just want trophies, but bro, he's brought a style of play, and then it's got to a point where I'm actually just looking and I'm saying, bro, is it really my man, or is it just the players that man's using, bro? Because when you look at the players that we've got, bro, he's trying to. That I've seen teams like Bournemouth do it. They don't have as good players that we do, and they're still performing. So why can't these players perform? They're playing a style of play and it's working, bro. So why can't they do that? When I really look at it, bro, and I'm looking at the outlay, really and truly, bro, this shouldn't be a problem for these players. No matter whether we're playing a high line or whatever line he wants to play, bro. It shouldn't be a problem, bro. Yeah, if we come against certain teams, they can work around it to maybe make it a difficult game for us. But, bro, it shouldn't be a problem like this, bro. These players are good enough. Reiterate, good enough. Not good enough. Yeah, to be able to beat Rangers, bro. You understand? Do you understand? To beat Rangers, to beat Crystal Palace. Why are we giving Crystal Palace their first win of the season? Why are we giving Ipswich their first win of the season? But what is this, bro? Come on.
And to a degree, this is kind of, I think Sava's the one that I heard say this, where other teams, it doesn't matter who they are, what league they're in, they're looking at us and how we play, and they're thinking, yeah, I can get something here.
Facts,
because
man.
number one, we're a joke fucking club, and we've been a joke fucking club for a long time before Ange got here, by the way. And then secondly, they are looking at the way that Ange tactics set us up, and we are very open. We leave a lot of spaces for number 10s. I said before Chelsea, if you allow all that space to fucking the guy, I called him Morgan, what's his name for Aston Villa?
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers is what I call him. Said, what fucking sweater is this no-name bastard gonna have? And he's a baller as well. Bro, he is a baller. And I was like, either we are so bad or he is the new Lionel Messi. And then we did the same thing versus Omari Hutchinson with Ipswich. So then when we're going versus Chelsea and I'm seeing Cole Palmer as the 10, I'm like, well, there's only one fucking conclusion here I can make, which is he's going to do some damage to us. And, you know, it's so like, I agree with Sava in the sense of teams see us. They look at, this is also something Sava says that I really agree with. If you're a left back and you're like, oh, I'm playing Brendan Johnson this week. Fucking A. Fucking A. You can't see, but my feet are up right now.
Make sure you don't, none of that Hassan
there's
stuff,
only
man.
one.
Make sure you don't put your feet in the screen, please. I beg.
No, I accidentally did it on Don Hassam's channel. And I was
know.
really
I seen
embarrassed.
the clip.
There's a clip.
There's a clip.
No, fuck no, man. Yeah, I've never got. Someone already made like a Jacob's Feet account within 30 seconds of it happening. I was like, Sam, could you please go to the studio and edit that out? I was taking care of my kids. I was in the living room, and
I watched.
Anyway, y'all got a little peep show for free. But hey,
yo,
regards to, I said for free, not for feet.
Carry on, man.
I didn't even ask. Normally, I'm like super chat, or I'll show you a toe. How about that? But look, other opposition managers and teams and players. First of all, when you're going against Tottenham, you see A, big club, B, they're a joke of a club, and C, now we're very open. So that adds a little bit of that extra percentage, I think, for players that are out there. You look at Rangers most recently, that bald guy, who the fuck is that guy? And he's dribbling through 3 of our dudes and then going around Fraser Forster and missing an open net. Who the fuck is that guy?
Damn.
And it's like I've always felt, though, that the amount of chances we create going forward in the other way would rectify and nullify a lot of the chances that we give up to the opportunity. But if we're not doing the shit on the fucking other end, then it just all looks really bad. So what it is, it's like you made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but whenever you spread it, you put the 2 sides of the bread that have no spread, you put those together. So now you're grabbing the sandwich, and there's peanut butter and there's jelly, and it's getting fucking everywhere, and it's not in the sandwich, and there's just no one has a hold of it. Now your fingers are sticky, and there's probably ants in your apartment. So where are we at? Where do we go from here? I don't know. A fucking exterminator?
Yeah, what do you lot do? Because like Nero mentioned it in regards to Rangers being the better side and bopping you off the park, not keeping passes together. Is there, the goal to you, De Niro, is there anything you think Ange can do with these players? Is it a tweak in tactics to help? So you're not easy to play against.
Let me tell you why there's nothing he can do. Man. Let me tell you why. You got man like Dragerson and that, bro. When we were playing against Chelsea, I watched it. I don't know if Jacob noticed it. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I watched it. Brother tracked Enzo Fernandez into like the final third of Chelsea's half. Brother, who told you to do that, bro? I know Ange did not tell you to do that, brother. You trapped my man, and I'll even try and find it to send it again later on. You tracked your centre back, bro. By the way, you're not a midfielder, bro. You're a centre back. I just want to, and I know that there was no way Ange said track this guy into the final third of Chelsea's half, bro. And it was something like that you wouldn't even take in normally, you know. It's something that if you're a fan, you're not really too bothered about it because it went out for a throw-in, but you may not have noticed. But I flipping noticed it, bro. And I said, bro, in that case, what you've just done there, if now that ball didn't go out for a throw-in, you have just left a massive hole in man's defense, bro. If they were to now counter, man, because we'll be pissed. And I just thought to myself, bro, no manager's telling you to do that. If Ange told you to do that, then sack him tonight. But I know he didn't tell you to do that, bro. You understand? Then it's another thing of where in
Ryan Mason might have, for all we know. We don't know.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? Because
Ryan Mason said, "Don't look up when you pass it. Just fucking cross it in. Just swing it in,
bro.
Don't look."
This is the thing. Why?
If you look, you're getting penalized.
Ryan Mason can put that input. This is okay. Maybe if I was to give a criticism, let me say this. I would say if Ryan Mason is putting these type of inputs and Ange is just letting them get away with putting these inputs, that's my criticism. I'll be real. Because as a manager, bro, you can stop all of that. I've been in training grounds where the manager has a dead coach and he doesn't let my man chat at all. So if you
He says,
really,
"Damn, you ain't listening to my-"
bro, he will tell my man, he will tell that coach, go pick up the bibs or go set up the cones. You understand?
Yeah.
So if
That's
you
it.
really have that, because I know if it's Conte, bro, I know he did not listen to Ryan Mason for nothing, bro. If that's
Yeah.
Conte, bro, Conte did what Conte wanted to do, bro. You
Mhm.
understand? So for me personally, as a manager, bro, if there's any criticism I'll give, if he's letting these man give this type of input and letting them get away with it, knowing they're putting this input, because one of the questions I've had was the corners, bro. You understand? The corners have been an issue for me where why can't we just do the basic defending of corners? Forget all that zone or whatever manager. I don't know if
Do
they're
you
trying to
feel?
do some.
Can I ask you something on that note?
Yeah.
Do you feel safer with Fraser Forster in goal on a set piece and corners? Because I do.
Bro, I can't lie. You know what's
I
funny?
have to
I do.
publicly apologize as well because I tried to say that I don't know that I couldn't do what. No, I can't. He's good. He's a professional fucking athlete. He's a beast. He's a hoss
He's
for
a
a
what's it
fucking
called?
reason.
He's
Yeah.
a dependable professional
So I'm
goalkeeper.
sorry,
That's what I think.
Fraser. I'm sorry.
do.
Forgive me.
I do, but at the same time, let me just say this for in defense a little bit of Vicario, yeah. One thing I've noticed with Vicario when we first signed him and it was that Brentford game, yeah, I've clocked he can be a very shaky keeper sometimes. When I say shaky, as in
He looks nervous.
when he's nervous, when he looks nervous and the opposition team smell that nervousness, I feel like he just falls into that trap and then he continues in that manner. Now, when you've got a keeper who's good but goes into that type of way, for me personally, when we're on corners, you already know this guy is a nervous guy. So why the flip would you let man just stand on man? No one wants to protect the keeper, bro. This guy is already a nervous wreck, bro. And then you're just leaving man to stand there on his own, and the man are telling him be tough. But we already know he's not tough, bro. So why don't we do the simple thing? Put a centre back on the line, forget the zonal thing or whatever man are trying to do. Put a centre back on the line to defend him, bro. Like, man, seen numerous times where he's standing on the line. It happened with Ben White. Ben White's standing in front of him. No one's protecting him. Bro, they've had a corner. No one's protected him. Ben White has kind of just nudged into him. And bro, they did. And from there, my man's already dropping on the floor. But like I said, he's a shaky keeper. So he's already nervous from that point. So why can't we, like I said, just do the basic defending, like what everybody's done in Sunday League? I'm sure it's flawless. You've done it. Jacob, if you've played, you've done it. If your manager tells you, oh yeah, go protect the keeper, stand on the man that's on your keeper, protect the keeper at all points. Everybody's done it. I've done it. And I'm even like 5'6", bro, and I've flipping done it, bro. So man,
But
don't
also,
want to
like,
hear,
maybe the keeper, just listen to the keeper saying, hey,
bro.
somebody get this fucker off me.
Bro,
Yeah,
And
you
James
understand?
Madison, the
we've
only
all-
one that
Bro.
wants to step. It's
We've all
weird.
heard that. Hey,
remember-
But I
even if
do
you're-
want to add some context to it. The
There you
set
go.
piece thing.
Even
Yeah.
if your goalkeeper's good, you can still protect your goalkeeper.
Bro,
Even if
I
your
don't
goalkeeper's
understand.
exceptional at coming for crosses, you don't let somebody stand on the goalkeeper.
We're the only
Adding
team
the
I've
fact
seen
that
do it.
he's not good and like
In the
Pinheiro
Premier
stuff,
League, though,
he's a
we've only
nervous
conceded
guy.
4
Struggle.
set pieces this year.
Yeah.
Since it was an issue last year when we conceded like something crazy, like 12 or 13 in like 20 matches, something crazy like that. Ange said, it's not a problem. If it was a problem, I've diagnosed it. And then at that point, we didn't concede again until Arsenal this year. So to me, but we also, what we did in the summers, we changed our set piece coaches, I think. I thought I heard that we did, but again, I'm pretty sure it's still Ryan Mason.
We did.
And
We
big
did.
up
Would you
That's
James.
say that
that's
was
what
down
everyone
to?
says.
Would you
Let me
say
just
that was down
move it
to? Would you say that was down to? So obviously he managed to do it well. Would you say that was down to? The keeper, him making the keeper improve, or just better defending, bro? Like just better defending from
I think it's
Well,
comes down
after
to
he
setup,
said
to be
that,
honest.
players started surrounding Vicario more and kind of barriering him, if you will.
Yeah, so better defenders, better defending. Sorry, apologies.
It was
Better
just for
defending.
me
I
that
think
that
it
whole
comes
time when
down to-
Ange said that. Sorry, Jez, I just want to say this, and I want to
No,
say what's
no,
up to you. But
bigger.
So Ange said it's not a problem. If it was a problem, like we shouldn't be working on those in training because like we should be working on the other stuff. Was kind of what he alluded to, and a lot of people have used that quote to bash him over the head with. But then we've only conceded 4 this season in the Premier League, so I see it as like an example where Ange says to the press and shows storefront, But behind the scenes and where they're making the actual sausage, things are different. They're not what he's saying, and that's clear. Because how else would he be contradicting himself in all these different press conferences if he wasn't actually? If you're being authentic and genuine, you remember exactly what you said. Therefore, you don't publicly contradict yourself. You publicly contradict yourself when you're doing the whole white knight thing. He's doing the whole, I take this, I take Timo, I take Brendan, I take all these players, I take Bergvall, Archie, yes, yeah. Even though I know if you add contextual evidence and any kind of critical thinking, you would know that this 400 million or 300 million price tag they love to say Ange has, it's not Ange. That is our fucking club buying players. And just because the prices of players are inflated now doesn't mean that they're somehow backing Ange more. Like Solanke would have cost you 20 million 5 years ago. Brennan Johnson would have cost you 15 million 5-6 years ago. The prices are up. Therefore, our record spending is up. But everybody uses that. Oh, well, we've never backed a club like we back Ange with 400 million. Okay, did we back Joe? Was Joe Roden supplying Jose with what he wanted? Gedson Fernandez? I could keep fucking going, but we know the names. Vinicius Jr.? Yeah, he said, that's my kind of striker. Fuck out of here. So this club's always going to do what it's always done. And Ange is not... he doesn't get by because he's Ange Postecoglou. If they're fucking treating Jose Mourinho a certain way and you have a lesser pedigree, a lesser known stature, you think you're going to get better treatment? I don't see that correlating, in my opinion. But this is just to go back to the whole point of the set piece. Ange was taking that head on. He says, this is my thing and it's not a problem. It's kind of like, if my wife and I are arguing and we go to a social function and people are like, yeah, everything good with you and your wife? Everything is fantastic. Everything, when I go home, it's going to be filled with love and joy. Geez, I cannot wait to get home and hug my wife. But when I get home, I know she's going to throw a shoe at me. So it's like,
yeah, you probably
do I say that to people, though? Do I tell people what's going on behind closed doors? No. As a man, as a leader, as the head of the house, you say, we're good. And if we're not, it's all my shit that I'm working on. That's what a man does, in my opinion. And I would do that for my wife. Shout out.
Big up to Such for the super chat. Appreciate Such. I know I got to this late. Says big up Flawless. Hit the likes and subscribe, people. I appreciate Such. Good to see you in the chat as well. Run up the likes as well. We're even at 50 likes. Get up to 50 likes. Hit the subscribe button. Jez is in the cut as well. Yes, Jez. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Bro, I'm good, man, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. Like, I did something this week, man. There's more challenge than watching Tottenham, man. It's looking after my knees, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Welcome
I'm
to Uncle
exhausted.
Duties, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I didn't even know if I was going to make it. Bro, it's tiring, bro. I'll be real. Like, I wasn't even sure if I'm going to make it, bro. Like, even the NBA show, I thought, obviously, it's Dev's concert. But, bro, I wasn't even sure if I was going to make that one. I was so tired. Well, but yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I've been chilling.
Hey,
what's that, Jez, with the Chelsea game? Because we've not spoke. Obviously, this is the first show since that. So the 4-3 loss at home to Chelsea. Thoughts on that? De Niro and Jacob have already give their thoughts on it. And
bro, I can't lie.
What are you saying?
I'll be so honest. That game's already out of my memory. I'll be so real. Like, bro, bro, no, it's one of them ones. Is when you play a game and you just like. Just get it over the line with, like, just get it over, just get it out of my head. Like, I'll be honest. So I'll be honest. It's just to be honest, I expected worse in that Chelsea game. Like, I didn't expect us to go up 2-0 the way we did.
Yeah,
I didn't expect us. You showed good fight. I felt like the team showed good fight in certain aspects of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the things that let us down. When you look at the goals that we conceded, the penalty, specifically.
Yeah, I can't believe that. That is horrendous.
And again, what did I talk about? And this is something I want to talk about again. It's like what I keep want to talk about is that why do people always ask me why do I go after certain players about in a certain manner I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because ironically, we had literally 2 days the discussion before that, where Eddie asked me the question, "Yo, Jess, why don't you rate Basuma as much? Why don't you rate Madison as much?"
Mm-hmm.
And I always say this, man, mentality. I think these are guys. I think these are guys who can hoop for a team when everything goes well. But when we're in the current situation like we are currently finding ourselves in, can I look at these guys truly in the eyes and be like, yo, I can trust you for us to carry us or help us win these matches? Like there's certain, I'm talking from last season even, I can go to where I think of so many matches where I saw Bissouma, for example, against Man City away last season when we drew 3-3, trying to chess control it in our own half when I think we were up at that point, and City ended up scoring from that. Countless times where like you're not focused when you're trying to take a touch because you're not in your surroundings. Again, these footballs, good ability.
It's not ability thing.
It's not ability thing for me. I can't look. I'm sorry. Like for me, yes, Chelsea was during that period of the game. Chelsea was the better team. I can't admit that. So would have been a good chance that Chelsea would have had the opportunity to win the game anyways. Yes, there was a good opportunity, but it's the way you're throwing it away. You're throwing
it's a way to lose.
Away. It's a way to lose. You threw it away, and then from the 3-2. Honestly, after it went 3-2, I wasn't locked in anymore like that. We gave another goal. We gave another penalty away. Gave it to Izzy. Son gets a goal late. Son gets the goal late, but by then it's too late already. And again, I keep saying this with these guys, man. It's the mentality, the mindset of. I'm not even saying that man needs to have a mentality of like getting us to win the Champions League or the Premier League. Just be able to have the ability to just stay locked in. Too many times I feel like there's players out there who consistently fuck up in certain aspects of things and throughout the game. Like, ironically, our best player of the season, Kulusevski, for example, there's games where he has bad games, yes, but he's not necessarily been, even in his bad games, I don't look at Kulusevski and think sometimes you are net negative. And then,
like he was the reason we were bad. Whereas it's usually... sorry, Jez, I do agree with you.
No worries, Jacob. No worries.
The games, the only games that Kulusevski was bad is where literally everyone else was also shit.
Exactly, but it's kind of the point I'm still trying to make. Even then, if he's bad, he's trying to do some things at times. It's still going to try, but I can see sometimes Bissouma have a good game. I can see sometimes Paul have a good game, but they throw their good games away because of these type of moments. Like my thoughts about the guys that don't rate. So it's kind of like my expectation is already low, but that right there, that penalty that he gave away, for me that was like I was already cool that we're gonna sell him next summer because he has only 1 year left in his deal, and we need to make space if we want to bring new players in. But after that, you would need to show a crazy switch in form to make me even believe that you can actually have a future here at the football club. I'll be honest, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones where like I keep getting proven right. We have not seen a Bissouma since the Luton record, or was it record? I think record was or second yellow. I don't know. But since
he's had a couple of good games since, but that's the thing. It's not an ability problem. They called me Nancy Reagan whenever I did the whole stream saying "Don't do drugs, kids." But guess what? Especially if you're trying to be a professional athlete, don't do drugs. If you're trying to be a fucking whatever the fuck, do all of them. Have fun. Just be safe.
But this is what I'm talking about.
Put the banner up. You can put the banner up.
It's cool.
Do the drugs. Enjoy your life. I'm not trying to be Nancy Reagan, but if you're a goddamn professional footballer, you just turned 27 years of age, and we're trying to look at you as one of the senior fucking Premier League players, maybe don't do drugs right before or 2 days before we fucking kick off a season. And then if you're going to do them, don't be stupid enough to put him on Snapchat. That's how I know he's a fucking idiot. And I'm upset. I'm pissed. And it's like, bro, I'm angry and disappointed because Bissouma is a fucking baller if he wants to be. Why? What? Just be you, bro. And he's like, I'm gonna show you the best me after that Chelsea. And then what the fuck did you do versus Rangers?
Rangers, nothing, bro. Obviously,
bro, the players did not look like they wanted to be there versus Rangers. It looked like, it's too cold during the warm-ups. How many gloves can I fit on? How many neck fucking rolls can I fucking have around my throat? I love it.
I do have to mention.
Just to clarify to the people out there, no, it's not okay to do drugs. Don't do drugs. Yeah, that's not put the banner up. Well, go on, carry on.
I'm not one to pass judgment, and I don't give a damn as long as you don't hurt nobody.
But what I wanted to say is, obviously Rangers I couldn't watch. I was literally just bombarded with duties, but
Yeah,
so I
using
couldn't
uncle
watch.
duties. I get it.
But Rangers is again is like I don't know, like I just don't think like it's a weird feeling because usually when Spurs find themselves with a manager in these type of situations, you will see that the players genuinely look like they give up and they don't want to play no more. This time around, I don't even think necessarily the players trying to give up because clearly you can see from the last couple of days certain comments, certain players who would have said this season, clearly they're still with the manager. So I don't look at necessarily where I don't think they have given up with him. I'm looking at more perspective of like it generally just can't get it together. And I think partly I do think it has to do with I think everybody has to look at themselves this at this current time of how what the form has been. I think some criticism is OD when it comes to Ange, but I think there's also fair criticism in terms of from a tactical standpoint, which is cool. When your team is 11, everybody should be blamed. Nobody,
Yeah.
especially Spurs. If your team is 11, sitting 11th in the in the Premier League and ninth currently in the Europa League, considering how some of the results we had, nobody should be getting away with any sort of criticism. We shouldn't go OD as we have to be since we're already struggling, but criticism is everywhere. So I look at Ange, I look at the players, I look at the football club. We all have to fix up, or we all have to fix up if we want to get this to get on already. Like we mentioned on the summer, I was livid. I was happy with the signings we have made in the summer, but you can clearly tell it wasn't enough. And I kept on saying how we needed more. I said we needed another winger to come in. Obviously, shame for Odegaard. I really wish he was healthy right now because I think he really could bring some spark in the attack. But even then, we can't rely
And
necessarily on the
see how
19-year-old to
Ange
come
talk
in to make
about
a difference.
Odegaard?
Oh,
Jez,
you can tell. You can tell.
you see how Ange talk about Odegaard? Because that is a player he actually wanted.
No, you
Now,
can tell.
see
You
how
can
he talk
tell.
about any of these other signings. He is very generic. They're on the shopping list. It may not been the fucking free range eggs we were looking for. The goddamn we weren't cruel to these animals product you were looking for. We've got the one that was very cruel to every animal that goes across, and
No,
it's gonna be
but you know
bad for
what?
you in the end.
You can tell, and you can tell so guys like even Solanke. Like I think he's been probably one of the more positives in this season with him and Kulu. As I said, Solanke can actually bring something to this football club that since Kane. Obviously, it's been not that long since Kane's been gone, but kind of the point I'm trying to make is that I don't think you necessarily get a striker as close to him ever. Like, because of how we put this. But yeah, yeah, bro. I should
The
be
best
honest.
striker
Like,
England's ever had, by the way.
that's a whole different debate. I'm not trying to go there, but I'll just be honest. Like, I'm looking at kind of situations like where we currently going at because obviously after Chelsea, the whole PR is currently coming out saying how the football club wants to work on despite the bad run of form, how things are going well. But I've been saying it. I think I was saying it on the last show that we had. Let us not get a result versus Rangers if we didn't go. God forbid we can't get a result against Russell Martin's Southampton. Like we gonna go we gonna meet for these guys right there. High line versus high line. We gonna do what we have to do, bro. Like, but we going against them, and God forbid we get a bad result against them. Then you have to carry that. Then we have to go back home versus Man United in the Carabao Cup, which is a huge game because everybody knows how close we are to a final. As I've been speaking about, there's 2 games away from a final, and in the final everything can happen. To be honest, so huge game, and then you have a game against Liverpool, who's been probably top 3 best team in the world, not in the league, in the world, and some may argue they are the best team in the world. So this 1-2 week period can get really ugly, and I always said I'm never been somebody who's convinced of. I would say talk is cheap. It's easy to say that it's easy to say you want to back him when things go if things don't go bad. You want to say that, but then I also have to then see it. I have to see it how it goes and how their reaction is, or are you going to be just flip flopping from your reactions of what the club is putting out? Again, I don't know. We will see. We have to see. Like all I've been talking about the whole time. I have dozen amount of debates about Ange, about the football club. I can't lie. I'm exhausted, bro. I'll be honest. Like it's just tiring. It's tiring because it always feels like it's the same thing every season.
Same conversation.
It's the same conversation, and we talking about the hiring firing model. I'm not against the idea of the hiring firing model, but the reason why I'm struggling to see at Tottenham trying to make it work is because when you're trying to have a hiring and firing model, you need also the right top. You need the people on the top to actually be actually competent enough to actually produce that model. But this is the issue. We don't have that model to do the hiring firing. If we don't have if our football director is gonna throw in some kids and then some random guys that we don't know, it's like, how is it gonna work? Like, you need the top guys who know what they're doing in the business to keep hiring managers and finding a new one.
The club.
That's why it's like so hard for me to believe.
The
Like,
club, they do this. They buy the players that are very young.
he
They believe the
talked about it.
ceiling is very, very high. They want
Like,
to say,
Jacob, it gets
it's
so
not my
bad.
player. This player, no, not mine.
It gets so bad. Even Lo Celso, I saw quotes today from Lo Celso today talking about how, but pretty much back in Romero, what he was saying is that Romero wouldn't say these things for all the reason. And again, we all pretty much know it.
While I agree with him, it's funny he can talk all that shit when his ass sitting in the physio fucking 80% of the time he was employed by us. But we covered the doctor bills. Don't worry.
I don't.
Fucking
I mean that's also
bum
that's
notice
also
as
true,
soon as you're not there, they won a World Cup.
That's actually, they probably still won it, to be honest. But
No. Well, you know what? Anytime he plays with them, they ain't won the World Cup. But when he's not there, they won the World Cup. He can fucking hold that.
Let us know how you really
Overrated, bow-legged son of a bitch.
Damn.
Hey, but you know what? I didn't want to.
Nah, bro, walking like a goddamn cowboy at 80 years old has been riding a fucking horse on the range.
Legs, man. That's why I said shout out.
I didn't want to turn it into Lo Celso slander, but it's kind of like the point I was trying to make.
Oh, fuck that bitch. I hate that.
Bro,
he pissed me off when he worked here.
What happened with Lo Celso that I missed? What's going on?
I'm done. I don't want to say
anything. Let me actually continue. Like I said, I'm not trying to put it. I mean, I have some stand up for him too, but I'm trying to put it into a session simply just talking about guys who are actually at the football club. But yeah, like I said, man, it's like you guys know my thoughts about the whole situation in terms of how if we were to get sacked, let's say because of the bad run of results next coming up, because the fan pressure is going crazy. I'm not necessarily sit here and cry about it because I never cried about a manager leaving the football club. But my biggest issue is that I just hated the way it ended personally. But with Ange right now, though, if I speak about him, my biggest issue is how I'm here for solutions. You can go and sack him. That's cool. But what's the plan? Are we still gonna run like mediocre? If you run as a mediocre football club, you're gonna get mediocre results. And this is what we've been for how many years now? Yes, certain years we've been better than other years because we had also better players who can also carry us. But now when you actually see the level of players dropping, and you see how you don't have a Harry Kane or an informed Son playing at the highest level to help us get over the line, you see what you're getting right here. You see Brendan Johnson.
Well, naturally, a rising tide. In regards to Son, I want to say this: a rising tide lifts all boats. In regards to Harry Kane, so Harry Kane on your team is automatically going to make Son a better player. Losing Harry Kane is immediately going to make Son a worse player. However, you rate him or not. If you rate him highly, you rate him mid, you rate him low. Harry Kane is going to elevate those around him. And that's why, hey, just side note, shout out to Adama Traore. I always felt like if we had signed him back in the day, instead of allowing Lucas Moura to run rampant on that right wing, you know what? We would have had something special there between the three of them. It would have been the best threesome they've ever seen in the Premier League era.
One thing, I don't. Okay, no, I'm not even gonna make the joke. I'm not even gonna make the joke.
That's true. I'm not
even gonna make the joke, but
go on.
Oh no, it's kind of like. One part of me, do I think part of me that we should be doing better? Yes, like I do think we should be doing better. But I think also reality is also still failing to hit with some people is that I think the level of the team is also not necessarily that high. We have good players there. But I keep talking about it. What this team lacks is an it factor. Kulusevski, he's playing on a very high level. But this is like this is the first season he's actually playing really great consistently since he joined. and I think he joined in January 2022. So it's been a couple of times. So I can't necessarily look at him and say, no, be the it factor in your first full season where you're actually playing in a season where you're actually being playing consistently. Nobody's pulling through the weight. We have maybe some guys who put good performances here and there, but I'm looking for the it factor. We're talking about how Liverpool has been great, the best team in Europe, and I don't even. And this is not here to try to slander Liverpool or Slot. Me personally, but I see the narratives about how if Slot took over instead of Ange, how much better we would have been. But then I look at Liverpool and say 75. What's the stat? 75% of Liverpool's goals all came from Salah.
Yeah,
So
75%.
you look at you look at you see somebody like a you see somebody like a Mo Salah contributing to the level he's doing, plus the other players who doing the job as well. This is what then gets you with Liverpool currently. How long they can continue doing that, we will see. But they will at least know they will be of a certain level. But with us, outside Kulusevski, I don't think nobody this season has played to a level of a consistent basis where I can look at them and say it's been even a 7. Like, I think Kulusevski is the only player I say. Actually, maybe not. Actually, that's all. Probably Kulusevski for me, who I can say who's playing above a 7 on a consistent basis. But then you have other guys. Some guys play over a 7 at times. Then they drop him a 4. Then they drop him a 6. Then they drop him a 5. It's just again consistently inconsistent. And this, I think, is a lot of players you can say that to about the better ones. The worst players dropping stinkers is not surprising. Like you guys talked about Johnson every time when he gets the ball on the right, how first time he crosses. I'm telling you, again, don't get it. Why was he signed for 50 million when we're trying to play possession boy football? I'm sorry. I don't get it. A player that doesn't excel, a player who has no good decision making, and like that's why I say, like, if I really want to, I could go and fucking work in scouting. Like I knew Johnson at Nottingham Forest when he was in the championship because I was watching him and I always said I think Johnson is actually a good player. I do think, but it's not. But it also has to. You have to assist him in a certain manner where it actually fits him to do this. You cannot have a position-based system where you want to have 70% of the ball, but then you have players who treat the football like they've never seen it before.
Like a grenade.
Yeah, it's a grenade, bro. Like it doesn't make sense. That's why when we trying to hold positions, yeah, we have the ball, but when our players don't even like playing with the ball, or we have some players who want to play on the ball, and some players who want to rather actually get away from the ball and trying to counter attack, it's too much of a mismatch. So I feel like, yeah, for me personally, there's just so many things that need to be fixed. And from a personal standpoint, I talked about how there's certain adjustments. If I was Ange, I would make within this attachment. Not saying that he has to necessarily change everything. Doesn't have to, in my opinion, because I do think his philosophy itself is not the problem. I think a lot of people are trying to get at him saying how the way he sees football is reckless. You shouldn't play football like this. Well, I think his football is at least good enough to get us top 4. At least. I'm not even saying that, and I'm not saying this for me as an achievement, but I'm saying this is good enough to get there. And I think once you get there, you can start tweaking maybe things here and there.
Yes.
But then it goes back to the level of the team. But I think this is what it is.
Let me get to saying in the chat as well, and appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to United Spurs of America. There's Boxing Kangaroo, fire username by the way. Said something along the lines of, where is it? Let me get to this. Are English fans, football fans, guilty of overanalyzing everything? Why can't fans just move on after a game and look forward to the next challenge? I say no, that's what comes with it. If you play well, you get praised. You play poorly, you get criticized. This has been the way now. This will be the way all in the future, and this will be the way in the past. It's just that it's more noise because of social media, because we can do platforms and have shows like this. This has been happening. I'm a 90s baby. This has been, you think it's not like this in the terraces? You think when fans are singing, insert manager name here, you don't know what you're doing, or you're getting sacked in the morning. That's critique too. So it's not about overanalyzing it. It's a question of do your job. If you are performing at a high level, you will get praised to high heaven. You will
Facts.
get praised extremely highly. There's no manager who's been successful. We'll just use the Premier League who's not getting praised to high. Like Pep, for instance, it's going bad now, but Pep won 4 leagues in a row. There was no criticism of him. Sir Alex Ferguson when he was here, Wenger when he was here, Mourinho when he was at Chelsea, Conte when he was at Chelsea for that season, Jurgen Klopp, the list goes on. This is how it works. Same with players. If you perform well and you're consistent over a long period of time, guess what you'll get? Nothing but praise. So it's not a question of owner overanalyzing it. It's a question of just calling it as you see it and looking forward to the next challenge.
And to
How can you
piggyback on that,
how can you look forward to the next challenge when your team is performing poorly? You're not looking forward to that. Hey, any of you three looking forward to the game against Southampton?
Fuck no. I'll be honest.
That's my point. None of you lot are looking forward to it. What Spurs fans are out there looking forward to the Southampton? You'll watch because you're a Spurs fan, but are you looking forward to it? No, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to no game coming up. I watch alongs. I was literally doing watch alongs so I didn't get fined.
To piggyback on your point there, I do agree with you in a respect. Like accessibility to global criticisms now is so readily available. You can find anyone anywhere in the world in 30 seconds what their opinion is. You know what I mean? Like, it's very accessible. Whereas back in the day, it had to be enough people writing or calling into a radio show, or there's other ways and avenues, which I'm sure was just a super clogged medium that everyone couldn't get their voice heard. So when the place like YouTube comes about, place like all these other platforms,
it gave a voice to the voice. Because the thing is now, if you have Wi-Fi, you can have.
Now you got a bicycle. Think about how quickly you can travel walking versus a bike. Hey, give me a bike. Oh, fuck a bike. I got a horse. Oh, fuck the horse. I got a car. Now we're in planes and trains and automobiles, and there's movies about
this is it. So I saying, bro. I can look at things from an Australian point of view, and as a 62-year-old, the teams, which I hear to an extent, but I'm pretty much sure I don't know. Like cricket's a big thing in there.
I think it's just like the day and age, like where we are as a society.
Was radio shows and newspapers. They were the two outlets. Whereas now it's
or at the pub or at the workshop.
It was for all in different places right now.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Nero's in London, Jazz is in the Midlands, I'm in the North, you stateside. This couldn't happen 5-10 years ago. But now we can all be here talking about Spurs and whatever else is going on. And to you in the chat, you're in Australia. You're over the other side of the world from 3 of us.
Shout you out. Good morning.
Big up on my Australians.
It happens to every sport, to be honest. It happens. Like, definitely. I do get this point, because I do think sometimes, especially like, for example, Amrin's first game, how man tried to kill him, for example, how there's certain man who tried to just kill him. So in that aspect, I do kind of get it. But I feel like with our situation, I think there is enough sample size where like you're gonna get people who are gonna say, like, I think this is in sports in general. Like, it's like the debate that we had the other day about the refereeing. I always think refereeing's been dog shit. It's just that now if you got Twitter, everybody's gonna speak about it.
Yes. And just to clarify, because I'm old enough to watch, referees were a problem in the 90s and the early 2000s. Referees have been being a problem. It's just now with VAR and social media.
Coop would still be employed right now.
Yeah, we have access to something happens in the game and we have access to it instantly. It's on social. Someone's posted the clip on Twitter. How is this not a penalty? How have they got this wrong, etc., etc. And like that's, and also as well, to your point, Boxing Kangaroo, people are just very emotional, because I say this all the time. People will watch a game, but you'll own it. People will watch a game and then literally 30 seconds are tweeting about the game in full detail. How have you processed that quick what you've just watched?
Well,
how have you watched an hour and a half of football match and 30 seconds later you're on your phone talking about such and such?
I did a watch along 30 minutes after yesterday's match, and a lot of it was just me like, I don't even know why I'm live right now. Why am I here? I don't even know what to say. I'm perplexed. What I hate about you, Jacob, is that you're being honest about it. Hey, I don't know why I'm here right now.
Most people tweet during the games, isn't it?
People, that's another thing to me, Jess. People tweeting during matches.
I said it already. Like, I don't during Tottenham games.
My kid's lucky. I love them. I'll put it that way. During matches.
I hear from a one-off perspective, if something happens, I might go to a tweet. But watch me on a United watch along now. I'm locked in because I'm trying to see what's going on. People are very good at multitasking. So it's not everybody. I'm just saying across the board. There's no way you're tweeting 24/7. I'm watching the game. Like,
for me personally.
You can't watch like what's happening and the build up and how you deal with comments.
I used to be when I was younger. Obviously, I'm still young, 23. big up. But I used to be tweeting games during the games, and now I realized, hold on a second, I'm not. I know that I'm locked in, but I'm not locked in. That's why even the way I started viewing football and started analyzing football got a lot better because I actually focused throughout the game. But I hate mustard. Come on, bro. But I hated the fact that I couldn't focus through games, and I realized since I stopped tweeting when Tottenham plays, I see little things that I'm seeing. I see some bullshit that I actually like. Werner, for example, I saw a clip of him where Fraser Foster, by the way, big up to him. I said, man, we have to live with Fraser Foster in goal. He's doing a good job, to be honest. But that long ball that he passed over to Werner in the Rangers game, and Werner can't control the football. I'll be honest. I would be going like a couple years ago. I go crazy on Twitter and not watch properly for like the next 5 minutes when something important could have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, nah, bro. Like, I'll be honest. I don't know how people do that personally. Tweeting in the middle of the game, especially if your own team plays. Like if it's another team, I kind of get it. To be honest,
team, yeah, I hear it. Like I do it during other team because I'm not as locked in, so I hear that.
Yeah.
But like I'm just trying to. But you lot continue to run up the lights before we close out. Switching lanes from Spurs. I'm saying Manchester United obviously got the dub in the Europa League as well against Viktoria Plzen. Jez mentioned it already in regards to the criticism that.
Hey, shout out Viktoria Plzen. My boy Zdenek Ondrasik used to play there.
They got Viktoria Plzen, man. They give us a game well organized. First half, said it already. We were woeful in terms of going forward, and that's been a common theme with Amorim and like how he settles up. Us keeping the ball ain't been the issue. We've actually got half the battle done. We've been dominating possession. The problem is just our lack of quality. And that's why we keep the ball and do not look threatening because that first half was woeful from an offensive standpoint. Yeah, like, and that's where we've been. And that's why I praised Amorim because he said, people are like, oh, has he made improvements? He's done way more good than he has done bad. The fact that we can now keep the ball is a step in the right direction. Major step because we used to play with the ball like it was a hot potato, like it was a grenade. However, the lack of quality will still show. And that's why I said that first half was woeful. But second half, we stepped it up and all we did was move the ball quicker. That's where the 2 goals came from. Bruno wasn't at his best, but props to him. It was 2 quick free kicks that got us well. The second one was a quick pass into Højlund. Touch not the best. Good finish, though. And then the quick free kick from near the edge of our area. He played a quick 1-2 into Anthony. Diallo, who was quiet, good piece of skill, takes a deflection. Højlund taps it in, and we equalize. And we should have been out of sight in that second half. Again, props to Amorim. Got his subs right. Højlund made a difference. He scored twice, and he should have scored more. You should have scored more. Mount should have scored twice, but Mount, that's the bars on the floor, but that's the best I've seen him play for us in a strong minute because he don't play too often, and when he plays, he just be out there running around. But Amorim, I think, will get it right, and it was an important win, especially with teams above us playing against each other. Rangers and Spurs being 2 of them. Frankfurt played Lyon, I think, and I think there was another game as well. So it was an important win for us to go into the top 8. I said go finish top 8. I said Manchester United should target this European competition. Important win, especially after the 2 losses in the Premier League as well, in particular the Forest one. So
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even looked at the Europa table, and now I'm actually a little bit more pissed off that you've mentioned you've officially gone because we are right there. We're like, oh, maybe we can get out of the fucking water. No, the swamp monster has drug us back in.
That's the thing, like considering the next 2, Elfsborg and Hoffenheim. They're not bad, but they're also not great either. Like it's one of them ones where we can definitely go there. It's gonna be if we play the way we play now, we can still win, but it's because we're gonna make it more difficult for ourselves at the moment the way we currently play. But we can still win. Elfsborg though, they're gonna try and make it competitive. Like one thing I've said about some of the teams, I even said close to the teams that United played, they're not necessarily great at all, but they give you hard games. It's like in basketball where you can play against a team that's necessarily not talented as you, but they play hard. And how effort alone makes the game super hard itself. So I feel like this is a game where I feel like the Elfsborg game, because if we play that game at home, so that's a good thing. If we would have played that game away, I probably would have been more worried about that game than Hoffenheim.
Is Elfsborg away?
Elfsborg is our place. Hoffenheim is away.
Oh, Hoffenheim is away. So if you beat both of those teams, we should be in the top 8. Yeah,
I don't think.
You're only a point.
As long as, and those games are in January, so you would hope that we that we made some couple signings by then already. Again,
And
hope.
that's how I'm looking at it. I said go finish top 8. Go get these dubs. Because when the manager got here, we was 3 wins. No, sorry, it was 3 games played, 3 draws, which is terrible. And now we've won 3 since that. We've won 3 and 3, and it's the Europa League treated as such. And yes, there's obviously you got Lazio in there, you got Athletic Club. I will never overlook a La Liga side, the Serie A side, a team in any of the major European competition in leagues, I should say. So France, Italy, Spain, Germany. I'll never just overlook them because there will be quality there. But I get the competition, and with Amorim, it's on him. And
Azerbaijan.
Exactly. If we go out to, you'll see supreme head loss if we go out to a side from Azerbaijan.
I can't lie though.
Like Athletic or Lyon's one thing, or even you lot is one thing, but Ludogorets or Karabakh or something like that, I lose my head.
I'm not gonna lie, we lost in Conference League to a team. Whose fucking manager was in prison.
And I bet you had supreme head loss. That's what I've been. People like,
I wasn't on YouTube. It was just my family. Well, my wife who received all the.
That was the game where Joseph should have gotten sacked 6 days before the fight. Like, cause I'm sorry, bro. A manager that got locked up in prison, bro. Like people were making jokes about how he had to send his they had to listen like prison break type of shit, bro. They had to listen to him in the prison and get the tactics from him. Like it was peak, bro. Like see, that's why I say if people say when I see people say I'm just the worst manager or this is like the worst they have seen Spurs ever been, bro, we've been in worse situations than this. We've been in the gutter. Bro, we lost to a team called Ennis Moore, bro. Like we lost to Lucas. We lost to Lucas Moore FC, bro. Like in the Conference League, bro. This was crazy.
Hey, bro, why did you decide to bring that up, bro? Bro, you see what it is? I've even been silent. I thought, we're passing the Spurs thing. We'll go to the United thing.
I'm kind of confused.
But just going off the people always gonna go over the top. It's like when people talk about, United, this is the worst you've been. Clearly don't know our history because we've been in longer streaks without a Premier League. We've got in longer droughts without the Champions League. Manchester United have been relegated before, but people clearly just don't use the Wi-Fi that they have in the internet. Just literally Google it and it will pop up and show you that United have been in worse situations. What is it? Oh, it's just a never-ending cycle. No, we're just going through our drought, which we had before Fergie. We had Sir Matt Busby. We had a drought. We then had Sir Alex Ferguson. Now we're currently in the drought, like every other team does. And to Shoshu says, no, it wasn't. You said it about the same players will get Ange the sack. Here it is. To NYU says that the players will sack Amorim as per if he sticks with these players. Yeah, you gotta get rid of these players.
What do you know about Garnacho being the leaker?
I don't care about it. To be honest, I think people just.
I mean, I could have told you just taking one look at that Ellen DeGeneres stepson.
Leaking it or not. I don't care if he was leaking team sheets or not. How about you just perform better? That's what how about you just perform? That's all I care about. Like
such a flawless answer.
Perform on the to the Nero's mention about Werner and on the pitch. That's where I'm at with Garnacho. All this off the pitch stuff. Hey, on the pitch. And you know what? You are not good enough. I will say this before I say this again. Faz was right. Faz was 110% right, and everybody who criticized him for saying what he said to Garnacho was wrong. And to Common Sense says Garnacho's downfall, I think it's happening. That's why you see him play wing back yesterday. He's not good enough. People just don't want to accept it.
I did say when Amorim came in, man. It doesn't take rock. Like I said, football is very simple. Like football, a lot of people make football a lot harder than it really has to be. Man. It's a very simple game. When all you have to do is find out what the manager's philosophy is, what he tries to play, and then you look at their own players in the team. You can sit here and say, we're gonna give them a clean slate, but really and truly, you know that you're not fit for the job. And what we're seeing is what's happening with Garnacho right now. You see him with Rashford. Now you see the report about Rashford, how he's up for sale. United is willing to take 40 million and higher for Rashford. No, like. You can, and ironically, there's 2 guys who absolutely cannot fit the system at all. There's some guys who I do think United need to sell, but you can at least make the argument they can maybe make it work in the system, maybe. But those 2 in particularly, you can tell it was never going to be something where they just magically just become better.
And then that's where I was critical of the manager because it's like you're not a game in, 2 games in, a few game sessions, you now been here long enough to realize what works and what doesn't work. Garnacho on the 10 ain't it. I don't want to see it. And you've played it repeatedly now. Like, if you really want to play in a play, hey, you know what? I've been saying this experiment. People are like, oh, you can't criticize him. Yeah, I can. I can criticize him because I rate him highly. That's where, to Jez's point, when you mention Spurs players and why you criticize your better players in regards to Basuma and Maddison, that's exactly where I'm at with Amorim. And I know you know this because I keep stating this. He has called these men shit in the most polite way possible on multiple occasions. Go check his quotes. He's been so polite about it in regards to how bad these were. I don't know what Rashford is. I don't know what his best role is, etc.
He's upsetting a lot of Manchester United goats, huh? All the goats are in a tizzy.
Oh, I can't believe I'm paraphrasing, but I can't believe I have to coach these men in decision making. He's letting it be known that he said this from the jump all the way up until now. And he's only been here a short space of time. So I know he knows. So that's also where my criticism lies in regards. Garnacho in the 10
Can I ask you that thing that you just said? I ain't heard that yet. So I want to try and relay that and like correlate it back to Tottenham. Do you think that maybe Ange is sitting behind the scenes? He just doesn't say it publicly, but he's sitting behind the scenes. Why do I have to tell you what decision to make? You should be making the right decision.
Here's the difference between the two of them, though, is Ange just co-signed the attack you have. Richarlison, Werner, Johnson, they're your guys.
I mean, that's like saying Jose Mourinho co-signed Joe Rodon, Gedson Fernandez, not Vinny Jr., just Vinicius.
Vinicius. Was he there? Was he the manager when these players were signed? Were these players signed when he
said, he said, give me Kvaratskhelia. We said, here's Gedson Fernandez. He said, okay, what about Bruno Fernandes, that Portuguese player? They said, here's Giovanni Lo Celso. And then he said, okay, give me Kim Min-jae from that Turkey place. He's real cheap.
Here's the thing is what I say to that is, Jacob, if you are managing a place and you are being given tools that you don't deem good enough to do said job, I say all the time, leave. Because you are being handicapped by the hierarchy. Because who's going to get
Conte to a degree kind of did. Jose Mourinho, we don't know that he did. He was just trying to win us a damn trophy. Thank someone. We were trying to win us a trophy.
I say all the time, either you're coaching it or you're allowing it. If you're a manager and you ask for 3-4 players, and then you're given different 3-4 players that you don't deem good enough, leave. Because when them players come in and are not good enough, guess who's getting the blame?
So let me ask you this. If you've only worked at McDonald's, Burger King, maybe Olive Garden, and you were like, wow, Olive Garden, they really tip nice at Olive Garden. And then all of a sudden Apple or Google is like, hey, we got a job for you, buddy. Come be our scapegoat. And you're like, really? What do I just have to accept the terms? All terms accepted, and I'm good. I get this big paycheck and this highfalutin job, and that's gonna further me into what I'm trying to do. I think then you're a little bit more okay, sure. Because the first year you're at any new job, it's fucking great. When I first started working,
that's a money thing because people have said that in regards to it's a money thing,
but not just money, stature, job level. Even bro, working at Apple's a lot different than working at fucking T-Mobile.
I wouldn't take a managerial role, and I am being given staff or playing staff in this instance. I don't deem good enough because I know when it goes wrong, who's taking a hit at the club? Me. Whose reputation is taking a hit? Me. So if you don't rate Werner, Johnson, Richarlison, you can say, hey, you know what? This job is not for me. You don't even have to do it messily. Hey, these players, you know what? You could just easily do the political thing. I'm having a difference of opinion with the hierarchy. So that's why I'm choosing to leave because I don't think I could do the job as best as possible.
The one thing where I say of Conte, I think he put out this record straight that Jed wasn't his signing. I remember he said he's a good player, talented player, but it's a club signing.
Once you start doing that to me, because I'm not hearing that from Amorim. So let's say we start moving out players. And in the summer, we bring in players the summer 2025, summer 2026. And then we're still, the season start 26, 27. We're still performing poorly. We're still having the same issues. I'm not hearing from Amorim, these ain't my players. I didn't want these guys. No, they were signed.
At that stage, it's like, you've been...
It's you. Because if it goes well, you're taking the praise. You. That's how I'm looking at it. If you are the manager, I am looking at you to manage. If something is outside of your control, okay, that's outside, leave. Otherwise, you're sticking around. It's like, all right, I'm sticking around because I'm getting the money. Cool, you still going to get criticism. The reason why with Amorim, I'm not being as critical, these are not his players. He didn't say, all right, Rashford, new deal. He didn't say, let me Bruno new deal. He didn't say Garnacho from the youth system. He didn't say sign me Anthony. He didn't go and get Hoyland. He didn't go and get Xerxes. He didn't go get none of these guys. But if the next 5 or 6 are all poorly, I'm looking directly at, hey, this is you. This is on you. But we'll see what going. But
this is probably my biggest. I've been always
Wagwan indeed. I will see. Yes.
Talking about the Tottenham in that aspect of things with the ones over transfers, I think I've been putting it already on the record that I do believe you would imagine that Ange would have been at least there in those recruitment meetings. So, and all these names getting brought up, he will at least know these coming. Even if I don't necessarily believe, for example, Werner, probably the only one that I generally believe that guys that were signed under him, that he.
Bro, I know Germany's a beautiful country, but I'll tell you
man,
right
suggest Werner to me as a manager. I'm out.
And this is where I want. This is
the second time. This is where I was like,
and this is where I wanted to go with it. This is what I want to go with.
I don't even want you in the WhatsApp group if you suggest him.
And this is what
is that why I'm not in the group chat, Flawless?
There was no group chat.
There's no group chat. What say?
If there's a group chat, I'm not in it. So is this your sly way of talking? Because you are very sly with the way you say things. And I was like, is this a sly way of saying, I don't want man in the...
I'm talking about the hierarchy, like at Spurs. So I'm talking your DOF, recruitment, scout, etc. Like, and they're all, all right, we Spurs and we're all in the Zoom call, or we're all in the group chat and go, all right, we're looking for a winger. Okay, let's pull up some names. And people are suggesting names. Someone suggests Werner, like, I'm like, yo, I want him kicked out.
I'm telling you, but
he's like, I want Neto and Desiree Dewey. No, like, we got you Timo and Odebert. He's like, I like Odebert. That's fine.
And this is my issue. It's like, yeah, do I look and say, again, does not mean saying Ange takes all the blame for that. I'm saying partly, but the bigger issue is the fact is, the biggest issue is this club is all this. What is this? Like, I keep saying there's hundreds of thousands of footballers out there, and you tell me the best time that you could find in January was Timo Werner on the loan.
Big up Sava, man. Love every time. You lot
How
make sure
can
you
you-
subscribe to Football Heritage TV. Big up Sava every single time. Says big up Flawless. Not saying I was right about how shit Ange was in couple of letters, but I was fucking right. Worst manager I've seen in Spurs by a mile. So we know where Sava.
We know where
getting relegated like we did.
We know
one time.
Big up Sava though. But what I'm saying is like, why are even these names coming here? Like, we trying to play possession-based football, and you bring in names like Johnson and Werner to the discussions. It's like it's like what's going on here?
Yeah, like that's where I'm at with it. Like it makes no sense.
It's so hit and miss because then they can go out there, they can find an Odogi, they can find a Van der Venenda, they can find a Vicario, which I think are all good players. But then it's so 50-50. It's ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous. And
Bro,
it's been an issue. It's been an issue.
Eze was on the market, bro. Eze was on the market, bro, and man decided to brush it, bro.
But that's the thing, I mean, you know what it is like. The club didn't want to pay up for it. It's just, I think it's generally because they.
But then man will pay 60 M's for Richarlison, bro. This is the
Oh, that's Conte's signing. No, that's Conte's signing. Conte wanted Richarlison.
And that's where Conte should receive criticism for that. Like everybody in regards to Conte. And whoever co-signed that. I'm sorry. I'm looking at everybody involved in that decision making. So Jacob, you're the manager. Me, De Niro, and Jez have to sign off on the Richarlison deal. I am looking at everybody involved. That's all both decisions. So it's not solely on him.
You remember me.
Like with Manchester United, like I look at some of the deals we've done, like they trying to pin all the bodies on Ashworth. It's like, no, you man co-signed this. You man decided to give him a new deal, Bruno new deal, sell Sancho for 25 M's. This is you man's fault. Don't just say it's. Where was you when he was doing this? You ain't just gonna do that. All the bodies on him. Nah. This ain't power. You ain't doing that. Sorry, go on.
Now, Flos, you will probably remember that since obviously I've been here on the channel for the longest now. Chat that know me for the longest. When we sat with Richarlison, you guys saw me how I was. I never lost it. For me, it's like not only did you try and sign Richarlison, 60 million, bro. Do you know how many players I could have gotten you for 10?
Bro.
I know what that was. Jez, we all know what that was. World Cup was around the corner. Brazil's number 9. And guess what? They were also, I think, third favorites that year to win it all. So it was for me, it was Daniel Levy saying, you know what? We ought to go get one of the top strikers, one of the top attackers for the top 3 nations, let's say top 5 nations. Well, Brazil's got a number 9 you can go get. That's why we were linked with Rafinha. We were linked with Jesus and Richarlison. Are they all 3 the same kind of player? No, there's like at least 2, maybe 2.5 different profiles there amongst the 3 of them. And we were linked with all of them at the same time, and we got Richarlison and none of the rest. To me, it was always a World Cup purchase. Guess how many number 9 shirts we sold because of the World Cup? It is a little bit tinfoil hat, but I'm fine wearing it.
Yo, put the bum up because it's going to be a pause. Well, I'm going to say, man.
All right, go on. Wait 1 second.
Bro, this Richarlison guy Richarlison has us he's holding on our nuts, bro. Because he's saying it's his girlfriend is pregnant. He's saying he doesn't want to move. Was his girlfriend, bro? I don't give a damn, bro. That baby's getting ready to chip out, bro. Get ready for January, because again, the guy
about to have a Saudi passport.
Get ready for that Saudi. Teach that baby in the belly how to speak Arabic. It's time to go.
Alhamdulillah.
Bro, leave my temples.
Teach the baby how to speak Arabic.
Bro. It's time to go, bro.
That was a crazy pronunciation of the word, Jez.
The guy. So that's the German in me. That's the German African in me coming out.
Arabic. I love that.
Sorry. That's the German. That's the German African.
English is not Jez's first language.
It's not my first language. I'm pissed. This whole I'm pissed. This whole I'm pissed. It's like
Arabic. I'm gonna use that.
Bro, because I don't get. I was. Again, it's so obvious. It was so obvious. Like the Johnson thing to me was obvious. Like the Richarlison thing is obvious. Like it's obvious it's not going to work. Why are we keep bringing these dudes to this football club? Okay, cool. Lucas Bergwall, youngster, has a great potential. Rated in Sweden.
Oh, in my hemisphere.
Archie Gray, one of the bigger English talents out there. Odegaard came from the PhD Academy. Young Mignoux.
French Pele is what they told me.
I hope, man. But bro, okay, these guys we don't know what they're gonna be right now because they're youngsters. But you can at least say there's something that you can maybe look into forward to, or what they could become at the football club if you manage them right. But Richarlison, again, it's like and people try to bring in the point is that he scored 15 goals for Everton. Like we have never seen guys at lower teams score goals because they're the main focal point of your team. And so then make the upgrade to higher teams, and where there's more talent, you're not gonna get as many looks anymore. How is that? Like it's like in the NBA. You can average 30 in the NBA, but you're playing for a shit team. It doesn't mean anything. What are you doing? What are you doing when the team's actually serious? What are you doing in the NBA if your team's actually serious? Show it to SGA, my fucking franchise player right there. But
speaking of that, people, NBA, we will be doing Lakers T-Wolves after this, people, over on the playback. So if you want to watch along with us, VIP passes. LA Lakers versus Minnesota Timberwolves versus LA Lakers. A big up to Savo. Please make sure you subscribe to Football Heritage TV.
Big up Michael Jordan for whatever he did that led to Anthony Edwards being brought into the world.
There we go. And in the Dominican Republic.
Man wishes I was in the Dominican Republic as well, brother. But man has to stay in this dead country with this dead weather and watch Tottenham Hotspur and Timo Werner play, bro. We're just gonna deal with that, bro. We're just gonna deal with that.
Yeah, if you're gonna have to do that, at least have your toes in the sand, in a fucking Dominican Republic. Beautiful country. I love it there. Beautiful country.
I'm saying I need to move out of here. This is
you need to go somewhere just and learn Arabic, man. It's your time. You know
what I'm saying? Let me go somewhere where I'll prefer somewhere where it's snowing. Just saying.
Oh yeah, we know. All right. On that note, make sure you run up the likes. hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you subscribe to United Spurs of America. That's Jacob's
Ain't
channel as
someone
well.
go-
United Spurs of America. So make sure you subscribe. Big up to De Niro, big up Jez as well. Like I said, get over to the playback people.
Fireworks and
We're going live
fuckery. That's what you
We're
get
going-
over at United Spurs of America.
That is
Fireworks
crazy.
and fuckery.
We're going live in 5 minutes, people, on the playback for the Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves game. So we are like www.playback.tv/sarcasm.
I feel numb when I watch any other sport lately. I'll be so honest. When Tottenham are doing well, I'm like cool, dipping my toes into other sports. But I'll be so honest. I tried watching basketball the last several nights. I'm just like, I feel nothing. I'm not even there. It's like
pain, man.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. You know what? I will say it. It's like sex with a condom. It's not even the same. It's not fun. Why would I put a trash bag over my head when going on a roller coaster?
Hey, to everyone out there, practice safe sex, please. I beg.
Wait,
Don't and do drugs. That's what I've told you this whole show. The drugs, the unsafe sex. Fuck it, bro. You only live once.
Don't YOLO it. It's not YOLO.
I would like to
Bro,
say that
if you're gonna drink Diet Coke, you may as well just drink the fucking Coke.
I wish I could understand where you come from, Jacob, but my Thunders are actually hooping, so it's kind of like I gotta support it.
Exactly, Thunders unspoken. You can see it right here, people. Playback, you lot are crazy in the chat. But yeah, playback, get over there. We're going live in literally 2 minutes for the Lakers Timberwolves game as well. And you see this show, people. You see this show. All the other shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling show, are available on audio-only platforms as well. So we are on Spotify, Sarcasm City TV. We are on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, also Sarcasm City TV, SoundCloud, Sarcasm City TV, or wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, because you might want to listen in audio-only form. You might be in the Dominican Republic. I'm saying walking, and you don't want to be on mobile data and get hella expensive charges. So you know what? You're like, all right, let me just download this pod in audio platform. Boom. There you go. So Spotify, please 5-star us and follow us on there. 5-star us, follow us on Spotify. Sarcasm City TV. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast. All you iPhone users, 5-star us, leave us a review. Same with SoundCloud as well. You get the show every Friday, 11 p.m. UK time, people. Myself, Jez, Jacob, De Niro, talking all things United, talking all things Spurs. Actually, before we do leave as well, we'll go to you, Jacob, because you lot got some big games coming up. So scoreline prediction, Jacob, for your next game, Southampton away.
Prediction?
Prediction Southampton away.
You know, predicting Tottenham is like predicting what I'm gonna say. You just don't know.
I just need 2 numbers though, please, Jacob, my friend.
You don't want me to go on a monologue again like I did
no
last
monologue.
week?
No, we don't need no monologue. I just need 2 numbers. That's it, please. I just need 2
Remember Alamo.
2 numbers though.
That's all I can say.
I just need 2. Didera, what
2-1.
you saying?
2-1 Tottenham.
2-1 Spurs. Didera, what you saying?
Man, 2-1 Southampton, man.
Fucking fuck, bro. If that's true, we're done. Next week, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen next week on the show.
Like with Charleston Sedman, something's about to go down, bro.
Yes, what you saying?
Bro,
hold on, Merovingian. Why are you saying this stupid kangaroo, bro? Respect the fucking kangaroo. I've had this thing since I was a goddamn child.
Okay,
all right.
3-2 Tottenham, bro. We gonna beat
Victoria.
Spurs. Okay, shout out to Victoria. 3-2 Spurs. Okay, and
yeah, man.
We us lot play each other. So we travel to your place. Jez will go to you. Tottenham, Manchester United, Carabao Cup quarterfinal.
Bro, I don't give a damn, bro. Win the game. I don't even have a scoreline for you, Claude. I'll be real. Just win the game.
Just win the game. All right, cool.
Just win the game, bro.
What's it called? 3-2 Tottenham.
3-2 Spurs. What are you saying, Jacob?
Versus United in the cup?
Yes.
Yeah,
5-0 Tottenham.
There we go. Love the delusion, people. We love it here. So big up.
Okay. 6-1.
We will be there. We will be there.
Yeah, we will. Because god damn it, we need that trophy more than you motherfucker. You had a meal last year and the year before. Let me eat. I will murder for meals.
No, not in the slightest. But okay, we closing out anyway. Love to everyone that's locked in.
7-1.
The United Spurs show. Mandem United talking that Tottenham talk here every Friday at 11 p.m. UK time. Talking all things Manchester United, talking all things Tottenham Hotspur. But hey, if Spurs lose to Southampton, you may get the show earlier, people. I'm saying,
forget lose, bro. Even if we draw the game, bro.
A draw, you can flip a coin. at that point.
No,
We draw if you flip a coin.
I'll be honest. Get the job center papers ready, baby. Like, bro, like even if you draw, like, I need 3 points, bro.
Fairs.
I need 3 points.
Right.
It has to be 3 points. There's no fucking excuse. There's no fucking, oh, we didn't have so. It is. Yeah. Anyway, big up. Everyone. Make sure you like the fucking thing.
I'm not speaking anymore. I'm not gonna speak any further on that matter, bro. Like, get 3 points, bro.
Oh wait, before you go, if he gets sacked, if he loses to Southampton, last question, do you man think he gets sacked?
I think he's gone.
If you lose to Southampton, no, because of the cup final or the quarterfinal.
Okay,
I think
so
I think that's the one. That's the last little string he's hanging on to. If we draw, if we lose, all bets are off, in my opinion.
Okay, De Niro, what are you saying? If you lose to Southampton, you think he gets sacked?
I think he's gone personally.
But knowing that crazy body that sits in that Enoch place, you never know what can happen, bruv. That crazy body, bruv. I don't know, man. But if he, bro, bro. That crazy body is unpredictable, man. I've had enough.
All right, we close it out. Love to everyone that's locked in again. Head over to the playback for the Lakers Timberwolves game. But this has been the Manchester United Tottenham Hotspur podcast, Man United podcast meets Talking at Tottenham Talk. Talking at Tottenham Talk podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we're redirecting over to that fraud, Dan Hassam. Salute.